Let's go! Right about now, we are interviewing one of these great minds of today. I have in front of me Reginald Lamont Smith Jr., and here, of course, is his senior. All right, today we're talking about Ragnarok. And my son said that I cannot be omniscient because I am only a man. And I said, well, why do you say that? He brings up the topic of, did you watch Ragnarok? And I was like saying, yeah, I watched it. And the records of Ragnarok, make sure I get this correct. And I'm like saying, yeah, I watched it. And, he's like saying, well, do you think it's historically accurate? I'm like saying, well, depending on what version that they use to grasp. I'm right so far, right, Junior?
Basically, they don't care about all that. They care the first part of the conversation premise.
Mm-hmm.
You can be present in everywhere at one time.
Yes.
You can be
Yes.
present at everywhere, every
Yes.
moment,
Yes.
all the time. You
Yes.
are omnipotent, right?
Yes. Omnipresence.
You're
Omnipresent is different from omnipotence.
no, that's
They're
what you
two
said.
different. They're two different. No, bruh.
Okay,
Omnipotence and
okay.
omnipresence.
You're omnipresent at all times.
Yes. 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 That is the story that I'm.
That's
That is one of the stories that I'm going at. But
that's no, that's a
this is the
historical
argument we're
proof.
taking, and the reason why we're taking this argument is because his thing to prove that I wasn't is because in the story,
Adam died.
why did Adam die?
His brain overheated.
And because
Adam, they made
Adam was
Adam.
what?
Adam is the first creation of God. He's a reflection of God. He is the original person. He was going against God because he can move at 0.1000 because he's the original. He can
Right.
reflect. He can
The original.
turn
The
God.
original copy.
Original copy. Original
Okay.
move.
I like this so far.
But he's not the original.
I got you.
Not the original. He can't.
And
If God was, if
so if the
Christian,
hold on. So if the original were to come here,
if the original were to be in that fight, that
no,
would not have
no,
happened.
no. So if the original was to come here and to be in flesh, what will happen to him?
God,
Yeah, God Himself. God Himself
that he
came here in
would,
flesh. What will happen?
he, that wouldn't have happened. Nothing would happen. That whole battle was different. That whole battle was done.
Okay. Here's the argument that he's about to come about. All right. Now, what I was explaining to him was this is just an argument, and I know nobody's really going to be watching this right now. This is really for future reference to future Junior. Junior, the reason why your story and the reason why your logic is flawed is because of this one particular thing. Adam did die. So did Poseidon. So did all the other gods who stood forth and they fought against a human. At the end, death was assured to all of them. Whether they were God or human, they all died.
You know why they only reasons
No, no,
why
no. There's not a
the
reason.
reason why
The
the
reason why you.
humans were able to kill a god is because of the Valkyries made everything that was able to kill a god.
Right,
Without that, they're getting waxed. The
right.
Valkyries
This
said
is
that.
true. This is very
She
true.
said, toe to toe, they're
This
getting
is true. A lot of
obliterated.
the weapons that the gods use. Listen,
Without
listen. Listen. A lot of the weapons that the gods use, they were the only way to kill a god. But a human fighting against a god who's not at his full strength can still kill many gods. But that's not what we're talking about right now. What we're talking about is in this storyline, before Hercules became Hercules, he was able to stand toe to toe with a god without the
no, he
assistance of
wasn't.
a Valkyrie.
He drunk Zeus's blood.
Yes, but he didn't have a Valkyrie. He didn't have a weapon.
No, a human being able to drink Zeus's blood, but and then having the power of Zeus
Hmm.
was the reason why he was waxing the people.
And folks, we're about to make a quick switch. I asked him a question earlier. It was a trick question. What if God Himself came into Earth and He was to fight? In that fight, He said it wouldn't be original fight. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God, and the Word was God, and there was nothing that was created but the Word. And the Word then became flesh, and that flesh dwelled upon the earth, and the people knew Him not. For the only begotten of the Son, who was the Father Himself in flesh, because in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God. Later on, that Word was crucified and killed. So therefore, God himself walked upon the flesh, and he still died. And how was he able to walk upon the flesh? Because he was everywhere at all times. The Bible said that we are from the source. Even if you don't believe in the Bible, we can go with science. We are molecules, we are atoms. We exist in here as a physical, but this physical doesn't even actually exist. And
So you
the
have knowledge of
physical,
what's happening right now when you're not there.
and of
You
course,
have knowledge of
of
what's happening in North Carolina right now.
and of course, he's using this prison, or this physical prison that we're in,
That's
to restrict the
where
notions.
if
And the
our
answer,
argument is not based off physical reality, we're not having an argument.
but we are having.
having hypotheticals.
This is not even a hypothetical.
Then we're not. So we're basing it off of what's physical, right?
All right. Now,
We're basing it off of what's
Now
physical?
here's we're talking. Here's how we're talking right now. He said, "Do I know what's going on in North Carolina?"
Can you see North Carolina right now?
And one of the things I want to use to him on this right here, based on our programming or unprogramming or our lack thereof access to the fullness of the channels that we watch or the channels that we tune into, there are restrictions. You can like my TV. If I have cable, so cable is sending a message to that TV. That TV is just a reception, the same as his body. Whatever you tune into, you can open it. That TV is being that show is being broadcast from all over the universe or anywhere in the universe. But yet, depending on whose service I provide or what service I provide into, that's all I tap into. So when I look at that TV, my TV is omnipresent. It's everywhere at the same time. It has access to things in North. It has access. There's access to North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, the moons, the stars, because it all, once it's tuned in, it's omnipresent. It is everywhere. And once the body becomes tuned in to the proper vibrational frequency, you become omnipresent. Whether you work or move in your omnipresence, you are always omnipresent, because this is just a vessel that, just like that TV is a vessel. When you look at it, it looks real. It seems real. It can captivate you for hours upon hours with this stream from anywhere, on the world. You say, if nothing real, why are we having this conversation? Because we are omnipresent. We're having this conversation because we want to be physical. We chose to actually, omnipresent, omnipowerful, a creator or being that can have anything and everything is about as animate as a chair, because time construct means nothing. So in order to be alive, you have to put limitations upon yourself.
So,
You have to place the limits upon yourself in order to be.
So I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
So you being omnipresent does what benefit to you right now?
What do you mean?
How are you benefiting from being omnipresent right now today? What crazy thing are you doing being omnipresent besides being in tune?
What do you mean?
What are you doing right now? What are you doing in different places that since you are omnipresent outside of this place right now? What are you doing in other places? That's insane.
What do you mean?
I can't ask it in any other way.
The reason why I asked you that question is because when you take a copy of yourself and you send it out to the universe until that copy actually get back to yourself, you don't really know what's going on.
So you're not there.
See, here's
I feel like if you're there, you would know.
no. Here's an answer. One of the characteristics of God is He's omnipresence, right? Which means He's everywhere at the same time,
And
right?
You can comprehend everything at the same time.
Right. So with that being said, the way it was delivered and carried out is He sent His angels to and fro, and they are with you, and they return with Him the message. The same thing with that TV. When He wanted to be in tune.
The message already?
No,
so he didn't know what was going to play out before it happened. He had to wait on an angel. He had to wait for the Wi-Fi to connect.
Mm-hmm.
No.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Well, let me put it in another way. You yourself will become a god, right? Say you was a god, And say that you was a universal power, which inside of you had organs, you had cells, you had all kinds of things that lives inside of your body, which is a universe, right? Inside your body, you got cells that do their job. You got arms, legs, nose, ears. You got blood vessels. You got tissues. You got oxygen. All those things are functioning. You can control your breathing, but sometimes it's automatic. If you like my son Trey say, I want to die and just stop breathing, you can hold that for a short period of time, but then you're going to let it out because it's going to be an automatic thing. So those are automatic things. But inside your body, there's a whole universe that goes on. You have cells that live in a brief second. You have some that live a little bit longer, but they're inside of your universe. You are the person who's running that omnipotent body, because to them, your cells, they died in seconds or milli of a seconds. To them, they lived a whole lifetime. They created a lot of things. They did a lot of things. So to them, the God that is Reginald, who's still here, who's eternal to them, because to them, you've been here for eons upon eons upon eons upon eons. But are you focusing in on them? Every piece of your body? Are you in tune with everything that's going on in your body? Can you actually hear your heartbeat? Do you pay attention to your heartbeat? No, you basically don't pay attention to your heartbeat until a signal is sent. Your angels send a signal and say, hey, this is not working right.
So,
then you focus on it.
So with that being said, I can't be everywhere at once, even in my own body.
But you are everywhere at once because you're one being.
Consciously.
No, but I got you.
No,
So
okay,
you say,
you can be everywhere, but am I
how's your toes?
comprehended?
Hold on, how's your toes?
My big toe hurts right now.
All right. You just focused on your big toe. How's your? I got you. It's been hurt. I got you.
Tripped. No, I will tell you what happened.
No, stop. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me that. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. Don't tell me yet. Listen. Listen. Don't tell me yet. How's your right finger doing?
Pretty.
You just focused on it. So therefore, once you placed the focus on it, you knew what was going on. Yeah, but I'm like saying,
if it wasn't
once you
level, I would feel it.
Right, but you focus. Once you focused on whatever part of that body,
I don't have to focus on my pinky to move it.
All right, focus on your heart. Focus on your breathing.
That happens automatically.
It does not happen automatically. It doesn't.
Yes,
it seems like it is, but it doesn't.
It's a subconscious thing.
All right.
Your neurons, they do fire off thousands of before.
So you're omnipresent. You're everywhere inside the body at one time. Yeah.
But you cannot consciously say that.
Why can't I consciously say
it? Because if we were everywhere at the body at the same time, then we would understand cancer by now.
But no. You choose to focus. When a person get in tune with their body and they focus on their body and they meditate on.
People that have diseases, they choose to have it.
Yes, it's a choice. It's a conscious choice It's
a crazy, insensitive, wild, wrong take.
You think so?
Yes. And how is it right just because outside of you believing it? Outside of you personally believing it, how many other people believe that? And why? Millions of
people who
I raised you the next
millions of people who are at the point of enlightenment. Mental and physical and emotional enlightenment.
Yeah,
you talk to
me.
Right.
I'm enlightened. Trust me.
But you're not.
You are gone. No.
Where am I gone to?
I don't know.
Like Jay-Z said, I'm already gone.
I know. I think you got lost in the matrix that you think you broke right now.
I didn't say I broke a matrix.
Okay, then the matrix that we figured out hacks to. We're lost
yes.
in it.
Okay. All right. Well,
you can get
I don't know what that means.
You can get lost in it.
Okay.
But what I'm saying to you right now is, if you know everything that's going on in your body, and if you...
No, I didn't say I did that. I said I wasn't in tune. I said once you become in tune with that,
then you'll be omnipresent. What does omnipresent mean? You're being everywhere. If you are everywhere, then why don't you know what's going on everywhere in your body?
I'm going to insert. I'm going to go back and read this one. I'm going to go back and read this one, and I'm going to insert all the answers to his questions that he's asking, because these are scientific questions that have already been proven. This is just a mere model of science about particles, about atoms, and how about the breakdown of what's real and what's not, about vibrations and so forth, so forth. So I should get back to that.
No,
all right, we can continue.
But I'm gonna need you to pull it up on it with more than 2 sources.
How many sources do you need?
At least 3.
And what type of sources do you want?
Credible.
Who do you deem credible?
Who do you deem credible?
I'm gonna pause this video and we're gonna come back with the credible information.
Who do you deem